If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out. Man, they just released a video of the shooting and killing of THF TP. Cold-blooded demonstration. I'm talking about, man, like one of the saddest videos I ever seen. I'm talking about, like, it's just the whole thing, how it went down and who was around, right? Unfortunately, y'all know I can't show that video on my channel, but if you would like to see that video, if you're into that type of stuff, click the link at the top of the comment sections and go get you a membership at my Too Raw for YouTube Hood Educated membership. Go get you one of those, and I'm talking about you can check the video out for yourself. But allow me just to give y'all a abridged version of the video. Here it is, man. You got this brother right here walking. From my understanding, this is his woman that he's walking with, and there's two children. I don't know if those are his kids, but there's two children that's with them. While they're walking, a white car pulls up. And I'm talking about, man, these brothers jump out this car so fast, it was like he didn't stand a chance. As soon as he jumps out the car, he's shooting. The other man jumps out the car from the other side, and he's shooting too. THFTP ain't even have a chance to run, because as soon as he synced them, they already shooting him. And a lot of people think in their mind that, you know, why didn't he run? And I would have did this, I would have did that. Listen, when them bullets is hitting you, your body is not going to act the way that you want it to act. Your mind might say run, but those bullets is throwing your body off balance and knocking you down. Like, these bullets is coming so fast, and they hitting bone and flesh and vital organs and stuff like that, where the body just drops. You know what I'm talking about? It's, you know, you might say run, but them bullets is tearing you up so bad where you can't run. And so with him, they start shooting him. He instantly drops to the ground. When he drops to the ground, the mother and one child runs one way, and the other child is stuck in between the shooters shooting THFTP, and the baby is trying to get around these guys because they standing over him, shooting him while he's on the ground. And so the baby finally gets around them and starts running to the mother, and the mother grabs the other child, and she continues to run away from the scene. Cold-blooded demonstration. I'm talking about just horrible. A lot of you might say, hood educated. How did this whole thing start? Now, only thing I can do is just give y'all my portion of understanding as to what I believe, right? According to reports out there, they're saying that Lil Mark, a member of 051 Young Money, made a diss song called No Competition. And what he was saying was that all the BD gangs, GBE, OTF, THF, anybody associated with them is no competition to why? The Young Money, right? Nobody can, I mean, as far as this gang banging, can't nobody mess with them. That's what he was saying. And in that song, he's disrespecting all the black disciples. He disrespected all their dead members. Wrong move. 3 days later, after making that diss song, after making that video, he was dead, shot and killed by a bus stop. Now, after his killing, Lil Durk, the famous Lil Durk, went to that exact same bus stop to troll Lil Mark's death. Check it out.
Bus stop, man. Hey, this bus stop right here though. This a real famous place. You hear me? This is a real famous place, B. Hey, this bus stop, this is a real famous place, B. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Free my team.
Bus stop, laughing at the bus stop. Should have been at that bus stop. Put him to sleepy up top.
Now, as y'all can see, that's Lil Durk, saying that, hey, yeah, this is a famous bus stop, you know what I'm saying? Everybody in Chicago understand what he meant and what he's talking about. Then he said, free TP. Who is TP? TP is the man that just got killed a couple of days ago. So now TP comes out with a song called Bus Stop. And in this song, Bus Stop, he is disrespecting the death of Lil Mark, and he's disrespecting all the 051 guys and everybody that they associated with and all their dead homies. So here it is. The war of words. It started. And like I said in my last video, or previous videos, that we got to understand words cut deeper than sometimes a cut itself. Words hurt because we got to live with that. We got to hear that all the time. And not only that, especially if somebody died and somebody disrespecting your loved one, that hurts you. The way that they jumped out that vehicle and shot him, stood over him, emptied the clips on him, and then jumped back in them vehicles, jump back in the vehicle. This wasn't their first show. They done did this right here before. It's just the execution of everything. And it tells me that TP was a target. They didn't walk up, hey, let me get your money. They didn't walk up, this is a robbery. Hey, give me the bags. They didn't walk up, what is you doing over here? Who are you? Why you in our neighborhood? It wasn't none of that. It was all business as soon as they jumped out the car. They knew who he was. They knew where he was at. And they killed him. So what that tell us, because we hood educated, not lame related, they've been stalking him. They've been watching him. And if they ain't been stalking him and watching him, somebody dropped his low. So word on the street is that this is get back 8 years later for Lil Mark. Yeah, 8 years later. Now, a lot of people say, hey, hood educated, I seen the video. The man ain't had no security. The man ain't had nobody around him. It was just him and his woman. You got to understand something. In this gangbang culture, a lot of the times we would leave, like, okay, for an example, let me break it down to y'all like this. 4-6, Trigger Happy family, the Handler family, however they want to put it out nowadays. But 4-6, right? Southside gang. This man was killed on the west side. These are two different worlds in Chicago. Listen to me. I'm talking about, even though they in the city of Chicago, these are two completely different worlds. The west side always been the side where, they players, they get money. Now, they get down. Don't get it twisted. They get down on the west side. But it was all about money. If they at war, they shooting and killing it out. It's all about blocks and money and stuff like that. Southside Chicago always was just gang banging. They just ruthless. They don't care. They kill you. It just was a gang bang central. They just love the war out south. So here it is. You got a Southside gang member getting killed on the west side. No security, no gun. He didn't shoot back or nothing. Why? Because on the west side, don't nobody know him like that. They know him out south, but on the west side, he comfortable, safe. Ain't got no ops out there on the west side. All his ops out south. You see what I'm saying? So he feeling comfortable. Guard let down and everything. That's just how it go. I'm talking, and I'm just speaking from experience. I mean, for those of you who know about the state of Minnesota, we got the Twin Cities. We got Minneapolis and we got St. Paul. What I used to do in my madness when I was gang banging and all that old type of stuff, create all this madness over here on the north side of Minneapolis, but then I would go out to St. Paul and just relax as if I got away with something, as if I'm in a whole nother state or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And these are the Twin Cities. St. Paul, what, 30 minutes away from Minneapolis, 25 minutes away from Minneapolis. I'm thinking I done did something. I'm over there just chilling. Yeah, man. Whew. I can put my gun up. I'm straight. Until one day, I was out there shopping in St. Paul. And guess who I seen out there in St. Paul? My ops, the guys that I be into it with over there in Minneapolis that be trying to kill me and stuff like that, they in St. Paul. And when I seen them, they seen me. It was a race to the cars. Why? Because in my mind, I'm thinking like, they caught me. I got to get in my car and get away. In their mind, they thinking I'm running to my car to go get the gun. In my mind, I'm thinking they running to the car to go get the gun. But really, we running from each other because we know how we get down over in Minneapolis. So we running from each other, got in our cars and got up out of there. But what that taught me was this right here. You can't be lacking nowhere. I don't care how far you think you done got and all that old type of stuff. You can't, especially if you still in the ghettos. You got to go far out. You got to, I'm talking about them suburbs. You got to go way out where gangbangers will be like, I'm not finna travel 100,000 miles, man, with this gun just to go kill somebody. Then I got to travel another 100,000 miles back to the hood. They ain't gonna do all that. That's too much. That's way too much. But back to this story right here, it tells me everything that I need to know as far as, how gangs do things. This right here was a targeted hit for something that he done did. I don't know. I'm not finna sit up here and stamp and say that it was because of what happened to Lil Mark. That's just what the streets are saying. But for whatever he did, they wanted him and only him. They let them kids survive, but they traumatized the kids mentally and emotionally, and they traumatized that woman mentally and emotionally because they got to live with that. They witnessed that. They seen it with their own eyes. They heard it with their own ears and watched him get stood over. It's like in the city of Chicago or just like any type, when you in that gangbang life, we got to understand something. And let me just go from a hood perspective. Let me get on my gangbang time, y'all. If you not alert, you're not going to be alive. Point blank, period. Allow me to say that again. If you are not alert, you will not be alive. And let me explain to you why. When you gangbanging, and you done killed somebody, or you done shot somebody, or you disrespecting, if you are not alert, those guys that you have harmed mentally, emotionally, and physically, they will kill you. And time again, we always ask ourselves, man, how did he let him get up on them like that? What happened? They're not alert. They're not watching their surroundings. Now, a lot of the times, if these guys would just, I'm talking about like have they gun out or, watching the cars like they supposed to, as if they life depended on it, a lot of the times they probably wouldn't get ran up on. Because the guys that's trying to kill, they want to surprise you. They don't want you to see them coming because that blows the killing. Because now here it is, if you see them, you can pull out your gun and it can be a shootout. Don't nobody want to die. So if you watching and you see the car and you see them and they know you see them, a lot of the times they going to keep going because they know the lick is blown. The surprise is gone. They don't have that no more. Hey, he seen this, bro. Keep going. Yeah, he reaching right now. He reaching right now. Because as soon as they try to jump out the car, he can put them back in there with his gun. Get away from me. You see what I'm saying? But when they are not alert and they are not watching as if their life depends on it, then you are given the opportunity for whoever trying to kill you the surprise that they are looking for. And once you are surprised and you start hearing them thunderclaps from that gun, it's over with. It's over. It's done. It's over with. Because now you trying to run, you trying to get away, and them bullets is hitting you. And they constantly hitting you because they own you. To be aware is to be alive. You gotta watch. I'm talking about, man, everything. Everything and everybody. You gotta be on point. If you out there living that lifestyle, you can't be lacking. You can't. That's why they call it lacking. You can't be sleeping. That's why they call it sleeping, because you are not Alert. I learned that at a young age. To be alert is to be alive. That was like one of our sayings back in the day. Uh, Being paranoid and all of those type of stuff, man, we welcomed it. Why? Because paranoia kept us alive. Being alert kept us alive. Watching our back kept us alive. And as soon as brothers started slipping and started acting like they wasn't at war and all that old type of stuff, them brothers was getting shot. Them brothers was getting killed. That's just the rules of game banging. That's just how it go. The guys that stay alert, a lot of them are still alive right now today. Before I depart, allow me to say this right here. If you was once, gang banging real tough and you was in that life and I'm talking about now you're trying to change and you don't want to be in that life no more, you can't be in the same type of environments that you once was in. You can't go from the south side of Chicago to the west side of Chicago and believe that you're safe. You can't, because you're still in the environment where stuff happens. You're still surrounded by those demons. The people from the south side of Chicago, they don't even have to travel out west, because west, they got killers out there. They all about money out there. Hey, this dude right here, he stay over here. He got this girl and all that. You know what I mean? Here, take care of that for us. And another thing you got to understand is this right here. If you thinking that you finna go from one side of town to the other side of town and think you gonna be safe, you wrong. Because here it is, you gotta live somewhere. And being that you are living somewhere, your location is dropped. Whether it's by you or by the woman that you're living with. Because we got to understand, a lot of the women, they don't understand the seriousness of this gang banging. They don't understand the seriousness of what done happened or your past. So the woman that you with, wife, girlfriend, or whatever, she has no problem with, hey, yeah, this is my man right here. Right? Posting you, yeah, this is my man right here. Yeah, we on our way over here. We doing this. Let's go over here. And while you doing all this with this woman and she don't know what's going on, next thing you know, the killers is looking and saying, oh, he messed with her. She stay on 49th and so-and-so. That's what you call cousin. That's dude, baby mama friend. You see what I'm saying? Your location get dropped. Like I said before, you want to go far. If you can't leave your city, you want to go far as you can. Because then them killers, they ain't trying to travel that far. Nah, now, come on now. They ain't trying to travel that far to do no killings. They got to get back on the highway with the guns. They in the stolen car. It's just too much work. But if they in that environment where they know they can get away with killings, like them ghettos, then they know, oh, okay, then we can do this. And it appears that just for the fact that he was on the west side of Chicago, that tells me in my mind that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to separate himself from the south side of Chicago. Because like I said before, the west side and the south side is two different worlds. But you gotta understand something. He's still in the ghetto. He's still surrounded by them demons. He's still surrounded by killers. He's still surrounded by people that would accept that ticket if somebody put something on his head. And then if it's that deep, they can travel out west. A lot of people out south got family out west. So that's what I'm saying. It's not that hard. You got to get away. You got to go far to make them question, like, if they on you like that, to be like, nah, bro, we ain't finna do that. This is a sad situation. Rest in peace to that brother, THF TP. Condolences to his family, his loved ones. his children, his woman. I don't know if that was his wife or, but condolences to her, his mother, father, and family members. It's sad, bruh. It's sad just watching this stuff just go down I'm talking about every other day, every other week. It's sad. And it's like I'm almost a loss for words because here it is. I be trying to like tell people like how to go about, staying away from this type of stuff. But it's like this stuff right here, it just won't stop, man. People are mad. People are upset. And one thing we got to understand, man, hurt people hurt people. So if you hurt somebody, man, you gotta go, bro. You can't be around that, because you might want to change your life, but they still feeling pain from something that you did 10 years ago, 5 years ago, last week. You gotta take that into consideration whenever you planning on changing your life. This is Hood Educated, not Lane Related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.